worry, it's good day. I'm your parts to go.
And I'm your parts, Ken.
Welcome to the new episode of
Taraki Talks. Ayan, nagsasabay na tayo.
Yes.
Parts, Taraki tayo ngayon, di ba?
Oo.
Oo, di ba?
Kinakabahan ba?
Anyway, so we are very lucky today again na meron tayong isang guest na naman at titignan natin, scrutinize natin ng konti kung yung mga achievements niya, ganyan. So like accentuating lang the achievements and everything under the sun. So I would like to introduce muna our guest for this morning. So our guest for today is a research consultant and a member of Pine City Toastmasters Club. She is also a creative writing instructor and author of various books such as The 25 Centavo Change, A Tale of Loss and Values Gain. Ayan. So, Parts, anya nga iti mapanpanunot mo dito nga title na?
Financial.
Garo tada di 25 centavo niya.
Oo nga eh. Pwede
Ganun
na
din sa akin eh. Financial, pero tingnan natin yung information pa about the book. That's that. Yun. And then, kung din pala, exchange student ang ating guest ngayon. It's exchange student for Indigenous Studies. Alam mo kung saan?
Saan?
Sa York University.
Wow!
Kaso?
Grabe.
Yeah, she is actually representing Benguet Kankanay. Ayan, so let's get to know more about our guest for this morning, Ma'am MJ Leonardo Gambulao. Ayan. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ganun tayo.
Social pala. Social.
Yes.
Good morning.
Nakatulog naman po kayo, ma'am.
Oo naman, kasi nagising naman ako. So, nagising ako. So, natulog ako. Diba?
Kinabahan talaga ako sa inyo, ma'am. Pero
Parang ako din eh. Pero taraki tayo.
Oo,
Taraki.
Ayun.
alright. Anyway, to start with, ma'am, saan po pala ang roots ninyo, ma'am?
I was born, yan yung pinakamahirap na question. But, kasi ang hirap eh. Roots. Okay. I was born in Kibungan, Madayman. So, grew up in Bugyas. So, then, lipat na, Trinidad. Ganun.
Dito po kayo.
Benguet na lang, kaya talagang Benguet ang represent.
Sawa namin takon tayo
Yeah.
makan ka na.
Yeah, it's just a sprinkle of Ibaloy, just to make my relatives Adamati sprinkle of Ibaloy, but mostly Kankanay. Dominantly Kankanay.
Eh, baka gusto niyo silang i-shout out din, ma'am.
Yes.
Oh.
Pwede Kankanay.
Yes, iba ba yan as well.
May tag-sapat ako amin, gawi-gawi sa sapat ako amin. So, salamat amin ay supporters. Karo da din ay nakibuya nas naman da kami during the awards for the 15th Cardinal Sin Catholic Book Awards. So, we made it as a finalist. We made it as a finalist, and that's already a win or a big win. Being being recognized as an author who is living a purposeful life as a Catholic na rin. Yun.
Wow, grabe. Ilang yung mga
Congratulations.
kasama niyo din. Congratulations din, mama.
I don't know po kung ilan kami na napili, pero as a finalist sa category, there are 10 categories. My book was under family life category. May 3 kami. I'm a first timer. I know magagaling yung mga kasama ko. Magagaling yung mga kasama ko, but I'm blessed kasi I have a coach or I have a book coach. Kaya syempre napaganda lalo yung sinulat natin kasi meron tayong coach.
Well, this has been a very good opportunity para sa inyo, ma'am, kasi first timer, di ba? And finalist. Meron pa tayong gagawin next.
Yes, it's a motivation kasi finalist. So sana sa susunod best na ganun.
Congratulations in advance.
We're looking forward to that. By the way, ma'am, pwede ka ba namin tawaging manang
Yes.
Ay,
instead
yeah.
of tapno ba?
Well, sige na nga lang. Manang.
Manang MJ?
Yes, Manang MJ.
Ayan.
Manang MJ, speaking of coaching, no, parang nakita ko kasi sa book ninyo, diretso ko na doon para malaman din natin ang background ni Manang MJ.
Right.
Okay.
Kasi you lived before in Kibungan, no? Or
Yes.
dito kayo lumakas?
I was born in a tri-boundary, So,
tri,
di ba? Madayman, and then Bacon
Bacon.
just there, and then here's Bugyas.
Yes.
So, yeah. Baba ka lang konti, that's Bugyas. Lipat ka lang konti sa kabilang kalsada, that's Bacon, di ba? So, that's Madayman. Pakpakitan Madayman, that's where I was born. And then, I went to school, Bugyas, Sinipsip, which is just parang a kilometer away. Yeah, Sinipsip, Bugyas. So, in 1997, we transferred here in La Trinidad.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's where the story started, or back in the province?
It actually started back in the province, how we came here. So parang how we ended up here. Kasi parang we didn't have an idea na dito na kami at the time, 1997, that time, di ba? So, ako bilang bata, gusto ko lang parang, ay, biyahe na naman kami, di ba?
Ako
Gusto
din
mo yun
yun,
kasi,
sa Kibuman din ako, mama.
di ba?
Manang-
Wala masyadong sasakyan, tapos trading post lang after.
Parang achievement ka na naka-Trinidad ka nun, maka-Jollibee.
Sa
Totoo.
Tutiawag ti Trinidad dito, Bagyo.
Bagyo,
Yes.
yes, true. City ko na dan. So, no, apang katrin, apan ni Papam Trinidad, oh my God, parang it's, nakapila kayo, sino ka tiisurot na.
Excited ka pa.
And honestly, shock namin nga ka na yung tisumursurot. Parang, I always cry, daddy's girl. Kaya,
From your book pala, sino si I.R.E.N.E?
Ay, may I.R.E.N.E ako.
Oo,
yeah.
actually,
siya.
I.R.E.N.E is the abbreviation, no?
yeah, the acronym that I use.
Acronym.
Yes. Yun. I.R.E.N.E is probably your lola. I think kasi nagtitrace ka, you're from Kibungan too,
Oh,
diba?
yes.
So, I.R.E.N.E is probably your lola, who is my mom. So, yeah, I.R.E.N.E is the name of my mom.
I see.
And
Yeah.
how was it like living before? Kasi balik tayo sa 1997. That's how the 25 cents
Centavos,
start,
yes.
no? Yung realization nung... Okay, anyway, ikaw na magkwento. How was it like ba yung life noon? Noong 1997, nung time na yun, 1-year-old pa lang ako.
Ay,
Ewan
parang,
ko si Sir.
2
I
years.
was not.
2 years old.
Grabe, talagang manang, wait. Talagang manang nararamdaman ko yung gap ng year.
Ay, sorry po. Huwag na po kayo magbilang.
But anyway,
Go ahead.
actually when I was doing this book, I was really thinking on how to deliver the values that I learned from my mom. And initially, hindi siya ganun. Parang I was thinking on how to write a book as a daughter na nawalan ng nanay at an early age.
Oh,
So,
sorry to hear
yeah. But I am the type of person I don't really dwell on the dark side kasi I wanted to like think of a way to deliver something na if you lose someone in your life, it's probably yes the end of the world at certain time kasi hindi mo na siya makikita or something. But I also want to convey na after losing someone, there's still a life after that. Parang
and it's
ganon.
part of remembering.
Yes, like I want to recall the happy moments, more of the happy moments, rather than the sad one, the dark side. Honestly, because while doing this, the book writing class kasi, the coach will journey with you, and there was really a part wherein I told my coach, I think I cannot continue because I cannot recall those parts, di ba? Yung mga dark parts, like I don't want to go through the same. So sabi niya, if you cannot do it, then I would respect it. But I took a time off, actually. I took a time off, and then I tried to recall some parts until I realized my mom left us a book. So she has a book for my daughter.
Oh.
So what I did was to look into it and realize that she's been writing things
Ay,
for
so ibig
us.
sabihin, writer din ang mother,
Parang ganon. Wala lang libro. Pero
It runs in the blood.
yeah, I think so. Doon ko din siya na parang nakilala, the deeper part. Kasi when I read the book, it was like unknowingly, she was living as something. Yun nga. That unknowingly, those words from the book, sinasabi niya, this is how you do it when I'm gone. Yung ganon.
Ay, parang huling habilin naman.
I don't know, but every
like a
day,
message.
she does that. She does that like every day. Every day, pag nagsisermon siya, what will you do if I'm not here? Inkan ka na,
May dignity, mother's
yes.
Ay, amagon mo mag-akot.
Exactly. As in yun, yung kan ka na ay parang, ay na, kas ano kayo pa ay matago nung yung term, kas ano kayo pa yung mag-aak, ganon. So, the 25 cents was really a story or part of the story that caught the attention of my coach and said, can you expound on this? And true enough, I nangalkal talaga ako ng mga dati kong sinulat. So they are yung mga, syempre pangarap natin pag writer ka, may kunwari akong libro dati. So may journal ka doon. So I really have to look into that. Parang feeling ko may nasulat ako dati. And then nahanap ko yung part na yun wherein bakit kaya yung nanay ko 25 centavos na nga lang, gusto pa niya, ibabalik ko sa kanya. Yung gano'n, parang, feeling mo parang, kasi sa'yo na, barya naman. So, inutusan ka, di ba, may sahod. Pamasahe ko na inyo di. So, no, at the inbound mo gamin nga ubing tatangay, kunadangay ko, jupliti na ngay. Di ba?
At tilabunay niya.
Uwin.
At wag hindi joke ang ano ngayon, kailangan 20 pesos.
Yes. Ay, oo. Kailangan papel. Sa amin dati. Yun, kasi fun. So, kaslangan nga, it dawned on me nga, ay, oo. She was talking about the 25 cents. And then, she was also mentioning that his father told her, saying it's true, but in her case was balkag. What is balkag? Kan na ite balkag. Balkag is
Kabandakdak.
no, it's the because 25 cents is binting. Balkag is, I think it's 10 cents or
They adabot-but na nga eh.
Sa badly.
Bunsa idi or 5 is the one with the adabot na.
Yes.
Gis. So balkag. Balkag. It's
Ay, so they fish.
I don't know. Sorry, kan iba ako, kan iba tayo. Di ba? Minsan. J balkag, but it's a small, parang small denomination ko namon. And that tangay kat kaslangahan una inyong mapanpansin tising ko kan Jis. So 25 cents is probably yes. If we're going to count the Philippine denomination, di ba? Ay kat 25 cents is the third na smallest amount. And then there's the lesson behind that. Doon ko siya parang naisip na I'm yung background ko kasi is more on hindi yung direct magsulat. Hindi ako news medyo may halong creative talaga lang. I always use metaphorical and I cannot do yung diretso na this is what happened during this time. Ganun.
Speaking of metaphorical, ganon yata ang nanay mo. Hindi, mga nanays natin noon, actually pati mga lola ko eh.
Oo.
Mga
Ganun sila na.
malalim yung hugot na ang hirap i-spelling.
Pero more of direct na, di ba?
Oo.
Banday baga.
Uwin, in baga nga agpaiso nga kasi, and then there's a term for metaphorical in our kaslangay nga nagsasaw kat na politika data nga agsasao kanana. Dingay kasi politika, which means it has a deeper meaning. It has a deeper sense. Like usually idadaan tayo ti joke. That's the wit side of the old folks. And then the wisdom is usto nga meaning na. So that's the metaphor. Like, they've been thinking, di ba? Money is what we need. And million starts from binting ko na dangarod. Actually, 5 ko but of course, then, it starts from binting. It starts from when we expand that into analysis. Kasi lang nga, it starts from the basic. Before you reach your goals, you have to earn more binting. Nadagsan niya ng alaw-ngaw.
Parang
What was that again?
Parang
Money is? Ano na ulit yun, ma'am?
Nakalimutan ko na. Yun nga. We need money. Ganun na. We need money. We need money to live. Parang ganun. But we also have to realize that we have to start from the basics.
So ayun mga pards, we have to start from the basic. Right?
Walang shortcut.
Yeah, so importante pabasit nga ba na appreciate
Yes.
small things din.
True. Kasi pag pinagsama mo, just like the binting, di ba basit nga banag, it will be stepping stone talaga.
Yung iba kasi nabibigatan sa ganun eh. Gusto na agad yung
Shortcut. And shortcut, yun. And then yun nga, before the 25 centavo change book became a book, I also, parang I've been writing naman na nagsursurat tayo, di pa simple-simple.
Right.
From notes na binibigay sa friends, and then they would say, "Uy, I think you have to collate this and you make it into a book." And then,
And even when you were younger ba, nakijoin ka ng yung mga campus journalism?
yeah. Those are by force actually.
Ay, aray ko.
Di ba? Dati pag walang nag-represent or
Maybe
something.
they saw a potential in you siguro. Kaya,
Oo. During that time, I didn't think na they saw something in me, something ganon. Because our eldest sister is already a writer back then. So, parang, oo. Pero in the society kasi parang sinabing, "Uy, manunulat yung ate mo. Ikaw din." Parang automatic.
Pressure ka.
Something like that. Well, actually, kasi parang pinilit niya na ako na since lagi na lang ang extracurricular mo, lagi ka na lang if we're going to look back kasi, yung academics, di ba, pagka nagka-honor ka before, kailangan may extracurricular. Ako yung
requirement noon.
Ako yung laging wala. So parang yun sinabi niya na, join ka dito sa, sorry po, Lightstream before Josean's Lightstream. You join Josean Lightstream sa San Jose. Para meron ka ng mga extracurricular. So it started like by force talaga. Sabi nga niya, tingnan mo, ikaw yung pinilit-pilit ko, pero ikaw pa yung naunang nagkalibro. Yan.
So ibig sabihin parang it never came to you na agbaling na writer or author?
Yeah, parang ganun.
Oo, parang mas naunang gusto ko maging Cynthia Luster dati. Alam mo yung mga may karate dati. Oo.
Hindi mo kilala si Cynthia.
I'm sorry. Para sa generation ngayon. Cynthia Luster, you can watch her movies with Jackie Chan. Tapos meron din naman siyang Philippine.
Chinese girls.
I think she's Hong Kong or Hong Kong ba?
Hong Kong pala, sorry.
Yeah. Cynthia Luster yung gano'n.
Nabuyag-buyag.
Introducing Cynthia Luster to your generation. Yan.
Kung nga ma'am, syempre in writing also, we have like our kryptonite. Kasi last like, and I think, what is your kryptonite in writing?
If you check, like most of the writers, if you check my notepad, my notebooks, and my to-do list, and my journals, daming topic, pero hindi nabubuo. Parang you have a lot of idea.
Right.
You have a lot of idea in mind. Pero, yung idea mo, parang nasulat mo na siya and you plan to do it and then another idea comes. Tapos na bimbin na naman yung isa. So, yan. Kasunod nun is procrastination. Feeling mo kayang-kaya mong gawin in a certain time. Tapos biglang may idea na naman na pumasok.
Ay, ang hirap.
So,
no?
na ganon. Ganon. So, parang nakikita ko din yun na parang common ng mga writers eh. Marami kaming idea, pero pag wala talaga, kaya doon ko masasabi na pag may coach ka or may nag-a-assist sa'yo, at least somebody who's guiding you on how to, may nagpapaalala sa'yo, or kahit writing buddy. Kasi for those who cannot afford nga to have a coach, ganito, parang, I would want to introduce. I'm doing an e-mentoring group, parang ganun, for writers. If you want to write, I chose mentoring over coaching kasi mentoring is medyo matagalan siya. Hindi ko siya, I don't need to guide you step by step, but I can help you brainstorm, I can help you develop or elevate your ideas. Like, you have this kind of idea and let's picture kung paano natin siya gawin into reality. And
So it's better ang mentoring na.
I'm not saying naman na better. Not comparing, but in my case, in my case, I chose that kasi nga, because of the nature of my my job na I freelance. So I'd rather use mentoring kasi parang in my case, it's the most, ang tawag dito, feasible na magamit.
Kwan ba? I'm just wondering lang, sa writing ba, is it, kasi nga, si Brendan also, he writes songs.
Oh,
and
yes.
I write din naman compositions, something like that. Is it all about emotions ba? Or pwede ka ba rin bang magsulat kahit wala kang emotion?
Kailangan ba?
Or is it a
Kailangan bang
requirement?
nararamdaman?
Well,
Requirement ka, right?
in the case of a song, isa rin yan sa pinagsimulan natin. Parang pasulat-sulat tayo ng mga kanta, ano. I even tried submitting compositions. Hindi nag-materialize kasi siguro may ano. Emotion, mahalaga na may emotion yung sinusulat mo. Pero mahalaga rin na alam mo kung bakit mo siya sinusulat.
Like the purpose.
Oo. Parang yun yung end kasi. Yun yung, I always say this, parang, when I may ginawa akong parang notebook ko, and then may sinulat ako sa likod na kapag hindi mo magustuhan yung, when I pick up a book at hindi ko gusto yung ending niya, hindi ko talaga siya parang, hindi ko siya babasahin ulit. Kasi tayo yung gagawa ng ending natin. Like, tayo yung gumagawa o nagsusulat ng gusto nating maging ending, di ba? Pero, syempre, at the end of the day, yun nga yung parang yung magiging goal mo sana in writing or in finishing para yung emotion ay nandoon is kung ano yung main or ultimate goal mo in writing that.
So, important talaga yun.
Yun yung pinakamahalaga talagang yung purpose of doing that. Kasi yung emotion is depending sa taong makikinig sa music mo. Depende rin yun sa nagbabasa ng
Grabe, parang nagkaroon talaga tayo ng short na
Diba?
mentoring 101 dito. So, ilan po yung mga na-mentoran natin ngayon? Parang cannot count in the fingers.
Since I use multidisciplinary approach, sabi ko nga, usually, I will not count pa the people who are asking for help on how to do things, di ba? That's part of mentoring din kasi. For me, mentoring kasi is you become a part of the person's life today and forever. Hanggang gusto niya, hanggang gano'n niya. Kumbaga, not necessarily na everyday kayo na nag-uusap or something like that. But when you mentor someone, the way, yung experience mo din, o yung ginagawa mo din, halos yung ginagawa mo actually sa lahat, o yung choices mo bilang isang tao, bilang ganito, yung influence mo sa kanila, yun na lang yun. I do not necessarily have to tell that mentee na, ganito ang gawin mo. I will just talk to that mentee and ask her, why would you like to do this? Why would you like to do that?
Therapeutic community.
Grabe.
They said it's, yeah. Naisip ko nila yan. Parang therapeutic din sa akin at sa kanya. Kasi I need someone to talk to sometimes.
Exactly.
And we need a person to listen also about, sa ideas natin. Kasi yun yung nagiging reason sometimes nung kasi parang feeling mo hindi ka napapakinggan. Feeling mo walang nakakaintindi. So, kung ilan sila, hindi ko talaga siya mabilang. Hindi ko mabilang.
Pero what was the hardest thing ba sa pag-mentor? Kasi parang, ano yung hardest encounter mo?
So far, hardest encounter is, ayun, if, sometimes kasi hindi yung difficulty or yung one of the challenge is, if your mentee wanted to finish something in a certain span of time and ang daming challenges na naman in achieving that. While you also have your own things to accomplish. So, balancing things. Kasi minsan, I have the tendency of, minimente ko, na-absorb ko yung emotion. Na-absorb ko rin yung ganon. So,
Pero that's normal naman.
parang di ba pagka-frustrated siya, feeling frustrated ka na rin, pero you try your best to convert that frustration into something para matulungan. Kasi you're there to help him. Not to join you.
Struggle siguro na or what.
Like, validate the emotion, understand the emotion, understand yung pinagdadaanan niya,
Medyo stressful din pala.
Oo, kung hindi ka good mood. If you're not in the mood. Pero, in my case, I choose naman to, I choose the right day and the right emotion to talk to the person. Kasi usually, magme-message naman sila, Ma'am, I need help.
Yes.
On what? Particular help. Ganon. Parang ganon kasi yung relationship usually pag mentoring, di ba? That's why nga yung mga teachers natin are considered mentors kasi yung tinuro nila is lifetime na siya. Yun.
Mare-remember mo.
Oo. Even if you're just looking at a person and that person advised you, or you're looking at an anecdote of a person and you feeling mo mentor mo na siya kasi you want to follow din na, ano. Kasi may influence na siya and may relationship na rin na nabuo between yung gusto mong ma-achieve yung goal and then this person advised you or mentions. So, gusto mong maging writer. So, this is what do you do? And this is how you do it. This is what you do. Or ganon. But not necessarily imposing, ito yung gawin mo. Ito dapat gawin mo. Tapos dapat may period dyan. Hindi ganon. Hindi. Parang, just to concretize, hindi ganon. Parang, no iji ili kumain niya. No iji garden. Kat, di ba, ti parents tayo, matkat no anak na kati gardenero kat. They're expecting you that you also, they're expecting na amom mo to nun. By observing. Sometimes, kasi, di ba?
Asoy galing.
Ay na, nakabaybayag. True. Kasi lang nga,
Mga ano ngayon eh.
nakabaybayagan ko, tamo mo lang nakit kita ti kasta na nga agab yun. Mga ganon.
So aside from writing, mentoring, you were also life coach. Tama?
Yes. Yung yung ano nang tawag doon?
Sa?
Counselor.
Arako.
yes.
Oh yeah. Project Arako.
Can you tell us more about Project Arako?
Project Arako Rose kasi nga dahil sa nangyayari ngayon, one of which is the mental health advocacy that we all want to impart to society. Even as here, even that tayo nga, that the indigenous community.
Parang hindi pa accepted, no?
Oo.
Or hindi naman hindi accepted, pero
Parang kasi,
lack of knowledge.
Pwede.
oo, na sometimes it's equated kasi to the faith. Which is bad na minsan ayaw nating i-ano. So, Project Arako is about being with those who are trying to yung mga tao na gusto nilang to have another chance, another shot in life. Kasi it's addiction recovery and counseling programs.
Oh,
Yes.
Directly to, anong mga target natin dito, Mana?
This actually targets, very generic din yung target niya. But since we live in an indigenous community wherein ang make up sa community natin are frontliners, teachers, even government employees, students, teachers, and even farmers sa farming community. Kasi ang daming, di ba, cases of...
Ay, grabe, pag farmers.
Yeah, this is heavy. There are cases of suicide. There are cases of addiction. One of which is kasama kasi yung behavioral sa addiction. It's not just about the substance. Well, I am not licensed or licensed doctor or psychologist, but based on researches or research-based and sa observation na rin dito sa indigenous community natin, we can see yung rising number of people who've been addicted to certain things, to certain behavior. One of which, isa na rin ng social media, di ba? Rise of addiction sa social media. Yes. And we would want also to address that in the context of students. One more thing, there are a lot of addiction that we cannot just notice around. Maraming di nakikita. I'm talking about... I'm talking about probably gambling in the sense that most of the farmers today, yung pinaghirapan mong yield, unaware tayo na marami pa lang dyan na pinaghirapan mong yield for how many months? Nag-antay ka.
Tapos one day, wala na.
Before din kasi, it was not really addressed, the giving problems. But now, at least man, at the doing avenue, so that it would help really our farmers and all.
And Kasi if you dig deeper to that, if I would dwell on that, kasi nasa farming community naman tayo, parang agricultural place tayo. And at the same time, an indigenous community. Yung source niya kasi doon is I don't want to address this as a poverty porn, pero honestly, it's that Ang hirap kasi ng work sa farm. We all know that. At the same time,
Talaga ba? Apart
Dito may
sa amin.
maraming scores.
and farming is also a gamble in the sense.
Yes.
In our at least in our country
Laki
kasi
din ang investment nun.
kasi parang you
Lalo sa mga
invest your time,
Yes.
your of course money, your effort, tapos
Masama ka pa.
you will sacrifice a lot of things. Hindi ka muna mamamasyal, hindi ka muna bibili ng sa next na lang na harvest ka bibili ng Levi's ganun.
Levi's.
Yung may mga when we dig deeper kasi in the yung mga license, meron din naman tayo, we're pulling professionals in the field or in the industry who understands yung ganon.
Yung situation din natin dito. No?
And then those who are our function kasi is to pull people who will volunteer into doing parang na lang anong tawag natin dito, parang it's our social responsibility.
Naman.
Which actually, we discussed that on indigenous studies na it is our tradition, normal tradition or culture actually natin dito, that if you see your neighbor needs help, you're supposed to extend hand. Because it's a sin not to give a food to someone who is hungry when you have a plate na punong-puno ng pagkain.
Ang generation ngayon is kung nakita mong nangangailangan, i-judge agad.
True.
Iba ngayon. Sumali talaga. Pero anyway.
Yeah. I would not judge naman this generation today. Maybe they needed education din talaga.
And of course, what's happening around din. Medyo
Experience.
limited.
Limited din yung kanilang and then they are actually sad because in social media they're very active. You can see them everywhere. You can just see them everywhere.
Kung saan-saan.
Kung kay ayam ni Manang MJ.
Yeah.
I am.
Mag-round ka ba actually dito?
And then the rubber shoes you, Manang?
Ikatak na lang. Di ba, tarakay tayo?
Adangay ni Mami, Manang. 5 words. 5 words tayo ngayon. And then, sa words na sasabihin namin, lagyan mo lang siya ng equivalent term. Na 1 word din, basta no explanation.
Mas feeling ko, quiz B.
Tama.
Okay. Ang ating first word for this morning ay success.
Wala, di ba? Ang hirap.
Boom.
Go lang, Ma'am.
One word or a phrase.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pwede na.
equivalent niya. Para sa iyo as a writer siguro.
Okay. As a writer, success. Lord, help me.
Alam mo, 15 na yan.
Ang writers kasi we are wordy also. Pero we are trying our best to become wordsmith. So, success is, I'd say right now, it's happiness.
Ayun
Diba?
naman. Happiness.
Alright.
Yun na lang.
Next word?
Next.
Mentor.
Ayun.
Mentor.
Mm-hmm.
Grabe.
Mayroon pa rin
Parang feeling ko nagpa-family feud ako. Mentor. Oh my God.
Grabe.
Ano lang? Hala, sorry
Okay lang po.
Nawawalan ako ng vocabulary.
Ay.
Mentor.
Oray, Ilocano kasi.
Mentor. Change.
Change. Tapos yung next naman natin ng pagkuhan, taraki. Nick, sorry.
Taraki.
Haan ka din.
Yes.
Passion.
Passion.
Okay.
kunak na fashion. Kaya ako nagsuot ng ganito kasi kunak.
So, nangyari ako kasi pa t-shirt lang eh.
Actually, normal ko na tayo.
Social.
Kunak na fashion. So, fashion. Fashion.
Passion
Wala.
fruit, ganun.
Fashion na lang din.
Ay, so,
Fashion.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, you're married as well. Mana.
Yes.
So, the next word would be mother.
I.R.E.N.E.
Oh, mother. Noble.
Oh.
Parang yun na yung matino. Sinagot ko.
Ito na yung last word. Sorry naman kanina. Yun yung taraki ka dito.
Parang 10 words. Taraki. Shock. Di ba?
Taraki kami matlang.
Taraki.
Well, anyway, in line with, actually dito sa 25 centavo change, i-plug na lang natin. No?
Oh.
So yung nasabi ko kaninang abbreviation na I.R.E.N.E, it talks about values. Yan. So integrity, respect, hindi ko kasi na-memorize, education, nobility, and excellence. Marami po kayo talagang matututunan dito.
And this is her book, di ba?
Yes.
Thank you.
And might as well, in line with Project I.R.E.N.E,
Yeah.
hindi pa natin alam kung kailan mag-materialize. But anyway, ano ba yung mga message ninyo sa mga viewers natin? Last time.
Especially the young ones.
Yes.
And in general, of course.
Yes. For this Project I.R.E.N.E, I am inviting this generation, mga bata. I know they're good in volunteering. They have that volunteerism spirit. So may I invite you to be part of this Project I.R.E.N.E or Addiction Recovery and Counseling programs. We are brewing a lot of programs that could actually help our community become better. So whether you're a teacher, you're a student, whether you are in the industry or kahit you're a writer, we need your contribution. This doesn't come in 25 centavos, of course. The contribution is not in cash kasi there are people who would give that. There are instances sa mga funders, di ba? Yun na rin, I'm calling out those funders. Dagdagan naman po yung budget.
Ipopost na lang natin sa page.
Yes.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yes, there's a page for Project I.R.E.N.E. You can look up on Facebook. Meron tayong Facebook page on Project I.R.E.N.E.
So, Project I.R.E.N.E.
Yes. We actually, I.R.E.N.E, it's with a C. That's for the counseling, but generally, I.R.E.N.E means hug. So, since we cannot virtual hug, or we cannot like hug now, or physically hug now, we are doing this I.R.E.N.E. We are embracing or hugging the community with a certain project like this para ilabas natin yung innate na pagiging, yung kultura natin na pagiging generous and hindi naman sa pakialamera pero makikialam na rin tayo sa lives nila, ganun. Right, yun.
So where can they follow?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Facebook page, I think it's Project I.R.E.N.E.
And do you have po, ma'am, personally?
You can follow me on my Facebook page, MJ Gambulao. That's my Facebook page or author page. I am also, it's still coming soon. I'm doing a blog. I'm doing a blog, but I would have to finish first my indigenous studies requirement. So, uunahin po. Yung website muna namin kasi yun muna yun. And on the indigenous kasi is we're bringing our culture, meeting other people across the world. Australia, Canada, we have Ecuador, Mexico, I think. Yun. Nagbibisihan. So yan, nagbibisihan. We're trying also to introduce to them kasi what a Cordilleran look like. We are also this is actually this is actually under the College of Social Sciences ng University of the Philippines Baguio for we just opened a PhD on, or they just opened a PhD on Indigenous Studies.
Oh.
So marami na, sa first batch, marami nang nag-enroll. I thought of doing this kasi 'di ba parang we have been accepting a lot from the outside of our community. And it's high time to bring out what we have in our community, 'di ba? Kasi it's time to be proud that we also have systems. The indigenous community, oo, meron din tayong mga beliefs na we do this for a reason, and that's one thing. We have a heart. We have a heart. And the universe is just waiting. Feeling ko, ano yun, with a heart, ganun. We have a
And
heart.
to know more about Miss MJ or to learn more from her, i-follow nyo lang po yung mga naka-plug na pages.
Oo.
And I hope that you have learned something from today's sit-down interview.
Yeah, I couldn't
Thank you.
agree more, especially sa kanyang libro
Yes.
na The 25
Okay.
Centavo Change, which is a tale of loss and values gained. So once again, we have our guest for today, Miss
Thank
MJ
you so
Leonardo
much.
Gambulao. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Na-memorize
for
na
joining
niya
us.
yung name ko.
Oh.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
so,
also for having me.
Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And follow us on Facebook, mga kaparts, mga talaking parts. And see you again in the next one.
This has been
Your...
anyway,
sorry.
this has been
Taraki pa. Ayun ba?
Correct.